Hey friends, I thought I'd sit down today and make a video for you guys. I definitely haven't been putting out as many videos as I would like to be. And right now I'm having a lot of trouble filming this video even because things just keep making noise around me. This is like my fourth intro. Okay. So anyways, I thought I would do a sit down with you guys. I wanted to tell you guys maybe a little bit more about me. Just because I can't do a regular sit down video in my day home space downstairs because of everything that's going on. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update with what's going on with our basement. So there's that. Let's start out. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carissa, and I have been running Carissa's Creative Kids day home daycare for the last almost 4 years out of my home in Alberta, Canada. So I guess just some background info for this. My husband is an electrician, and he was the sole provider for our family for years, like 7+ years. When we had our first daughter, Harlow, in 2010, I became a stay-at-home mom. And I did a couple things here and there. I tried making myself an online consignment store. I did like drop shipping from like ordering from China and then reselling it here. I did that for a little while. And yeah, mainly I just did Girl Guides. So I volunteered a lot of time and energy to the organization because I was really into working with kids and just creating activities and crafts, and that's always been like kind of my thing. So I did volunteer 9 years with Girl Guides of Canada, and they were amazing years. I only recently stopped because of COVID, and I'm honestly at this point not sure if I'm going to end up going back to Girl Guides, which is really sad for me because I've been a part of it for so long, but so much has changed with my schedule and with my daughter's schedule. So it's just kind of hard to balance that in the mix. But yeah, I was a Girl Guide leader for 9 years. So I'm pretty proud of that. So back in 2018, my husband, he finally received his certificate of completion for becoming an electrician, basically. And so during that time, there was a lot of like unsteady work. It was like we were going into the recession, and now you can't find an electrical job anywhere. So back in 2018, he was so uncertain of his job, and we were really uncertain if we were going to be able to pay our mortgage the next month, just unsure of what was coming next for us. For me, I am a huge Disney fan. I would take my kids to Disney World every single year if I could afford it. I was determined. I was taking this kid to Disney World. So I was like, well, I need to get a job. Charlie was almost 4, and I knew that I had to start paying for that trip for his 5th birthday if we wanted to go on it around the time that he was 4, just so that we were solid, we were gonna go. It was like kind of like a thing for my kids, like for their 5th and for their 10th, for their 15th birthday, we're gonna do Disney World. And so at that time, I needed to start working in order to take them to Disney. And because of my husband's unstable job, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, it's like kind of time that I start creeping into actually having a real job. Of course, I had absolutely no education behind me at all. Which was really hard because I had been a stay-at-home mom for so many years, and my husband was the one who was able to go get his education, but it just kind of wasn't on the table for me as I was like watching our kids, and just we couldn't afford it, to be honest with you. So I like hemmed and hawed, and I just couldn't decide what I wanted to do because Charlie was in the process of being diagnosed with severe ADHD and ODD. And I wasn't sure like if I wanted to leave him at a daycare, because I know those type of kids, they're really hard to handle, and I didn't want anyone mistreating him. And that was something that I was really like almost scared to have happen. So I remember like just trying to find any job that I could. I actually had taken a job at a local attraction that was specifically for a Girl Guide leader. And my job was actually to stay overnight and make sure that nobody was getting into the exhibits. So I started at 12:30 a.m. and I wasn't done until 9 a.m. I think. And I did that Saturdays and Sundays, and I hated it. Oh my gosh, I hated it. I hated being in that building overnight. It was this massive building, and my job was to basically just be like the eyes and ears for the building and make sure that nobody was like destroying the exhibits or whatnot. And then I had to like serve the groups, the Girl Guide and Boy Scout groups, breakfast in the morning. And yeah, it was not my thing. I would drive there and I would be so tired, like you can't even imagine. So that was really short-lived. I think I only did that for a few months, and then I remember sitting on the couch one night with a friend, and I was just like, what can I do? Like, I need to get a job. I want to make some money, but I'm not sure what I can do. And then it kind of just dawned on me, like, why don't I open up a day home again? Like, because that's basically what I was doing here anyways with my own kids. So I could just do it with other people's kids as well. And I had actually opened a day home in the past, and it didn't work out for me very well because I was not set up very well. Like, I didn't have a contract, and I like this one dad, he brought his 2 kids into my care for the month, and he's like, yeah, I'll pay you at the end of the month. I should never have even thought, but I was naive and innocent, and I took his kids for the entire month, and guess what? He ghosted me. So yeah, after that, I definitely I just decided I was done. I didn't want anything to do with it. And it's really unfortunate too, because I had met some really amazing families back when I had done it, and I stayed friends with them, and they've even gotten me new clients for my day home now because we've just stayed friends over all these years. I decided I was going to open this day home, and we had this amazing space in our basement that we were like, well, do we rent it out, or should I do something with it, right? And I really wanted to turn it into a playroom for my kids, but at the same time, it was a space where we could have made money off of it by renting it out. It's like a legal basement suite. It's got the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom, the huge living room. And it would have helped to pay the mortgage, but then I was like, well, maybe I'll do something with it. I decided I was going to open my day home, and that's what we did. I painted it. I kind of got it structured how I wanted it. I made it what I wanted. I got all my paperwork ready. I did everything right this time, and it's honestly been amazing. So that's just kind of a story of how I ended up opening a day home. It's not really exciting. I wanted to take my kids to Disney World. That's basically the reason why. And I will let you know that we did end up going on that 5th birthday trip, and it was amazing, over the top amazing. And we were supposed to go last October 2020, to Disney World again for Harlow's 10th birthday. but we all know what happened. COVID happens. We definitely want to go again. Kyle and I just recently got vaccinated, so we're kind of hoping that like the kids will be able to get vaccinated soon, and then we can all go to Disney World at some point. Things downstairs right now are still really slow. I cannot even believe it. We just had the shower. It's not even the full shower, guys. It's the base of the shower installed today. And I went and I picked out our cabinets. I'm putting in a pantry down there, which is awesome. Something I've always wanted. That's really exciting. And yeah, like we're supposed to be picking out the flooring right away soon here. I called the flooring company that the insurance agency is making us go with, and they're only open, I think they said 9 to 4 Monday to Friday. And I'm like, I work 7 to 5 Monday to Friday, so I don't know how that's working. So they told me to send them some samples of what I want down there, and I sent them some pictures off of Pinterest to see like if they had anything similar, because I kind of, there's like, you know what, I will insert a clip right here of the kitchen that I'm like inspired by for downstairs, and this is kind of what I want to go with. Like, I really love the floor. We're gonna get that subway tile, and I went with white cabinets too, so I really think that will look really good with the blue that I have in the kitchen. So I'm kind of excited about this. I'm not sure. I like that tile flooring, and I think I want to go with that. It's gonna go through the bathroom, and here I will insert a picture of our laundry room. This is the first time our basement flooded. They redid our laundry room, and this is the floor that I picked, and I still really like this floor. It actually goes like all the way down the hall into the laundry room, and then all the way up the stairs to our main living area. And then it breaks off and we have our own flooring up here that we did. But I do really like that look. So it's like a linoleum vinyl hybrid, if I'm not mistaken. And so I think I kind of want to go with that. Like the same kind of floor, maybe a different design. I do really like the wood look though. I think it kind of like ties in with our gray theme in our house. We do have a lot of gray going on in here. Our house is really like a gray and blue inspired, I guess. But yeah, so it's gonna look amazing once it's done. The problem is actually just getting there. And I feel like we are just at this point right now where we're just stopped. Like, I don't even think anybody came last week to work on the project. Like, I don't think anybody came at all. They were here today. The one guy, the plumber, was here today to put in the shower base, and I was asking Kyle, and he doesn't even know if he's coming back tomorrow to put in the shower. He was asking today if we'd be okay with the shower that wasn't frosted glass and just like glass, like you could see through it. And Kyle was like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then I was like, wait, no. I'm like, why would we want something that's not frosted glass in there? It didn't make sense to me, because I was thinking long term, and Kyle's like, well, it's a daycare. Like, do we need frosted glass down there? And I'm like, well, we have dreams. We have plans, guys. Come on, Kyle, get it together. That was my thought. And then after I was like, oh yeah, I mean, you kind of shower with the door closed, so it doesn't matter. I don't know. Would you guys want frosted glass, or would you be okay with just like glass? I don't know. My thought was long term, what I would like to do, we really want to move in like the next little bit, and like, don't stress out, because my vision of all this is we really want to get an acreage or a farm, and that's just kind of like our long-term goal. I even have the farm that I want picked out. I don't know if they are moving anytime soon, but I know which farm I want. And yeah, so it's just kind of funny because like we want to move, and so I'm thinking what I want to do is maybe rent out upstairs here and then keep my daycare in the basement and not live where my daycare is, because I really like my own space. Like that's really something I need. I'm finding I really just need my space. I want to have like this, we're gonna keep this house. This is our goal, is to keep the house and rent up the upstairs, and then I would work from the basement, and then I would go home to our acreage or our farm every night. So this would kind of be like my place of employment, and then I would be able to go home to my space. So that's like a huge goal of ours. We are really just hoping that like we can do this sometime in the near future. My fingers are crossed for the fall, but you know, you don't want to like put it out there and then it not happen. So I don't know. We're seeing how things go. It's kind of a weird time to be moving. But yeah, so that's how the basement's coming along. I don't know, guys. Running upstairs with all the kids is extremely difficult. I love all the kids, but they're driving me nuts upstairs. I love being outside with them. I think even if we did have the basement, I think we would still be spending a lot of our time outside right now because it's so gorgeous and the backyard just feels so nice. Like I am an avid gardener, I guess you could say. I really enjoy being in my backyard and planting my garden and having all my pretty flowers. I love seeing what's coming up and stuff every day outside with the kids, and they just enjoy being back there. So yeah, I think even if the basement was up, we would still be outside hanging out doing our thing there. So there's that. Yeah, and what else is going on? I'm losing 2 kids this month. This is their last month. And it's honestly incredibly sad. I've had these 2 kids for 3 years now, and they are going to grade 1, so we're not going to be seeing them anymore, and it's really, really sad. I'm trying to figure out like an amazing goodbye gift for them because I've had them for so long, and I just, oh, it's so sad. It's so sad to see your babies grow up. They're not even my babies, but I've had them for so long that it's like, it hurts. It honestly hurts. So there's that. Anyways, tune in, keep checking back. If you guys could, I would love it if you guys would share my YouTube channel. I don't know how to promote this channel other than just sharing my videos when people on Facebook groups ask about different topics, and I'm like, oh hey, I've done a video about that, so then I just like link it. So that's really been my only way that I've been able to share my YouTube page, and it's actually kind of gotten me banned off of a couple of those because I didn't realize that some Facebook groups don't like you sharing your YouTube videos. Who knew? The more you know. So if you don't mind, if you have a local group, I would love it if you guys would share my videos. Get me a little bit more exposure, because that would be awesome. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you watched through the whole thing, I so appreciate you, all of you, so much. Yeah, I will try and get some more videos out this week, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just kind of hanging out here, hoping that the basement process speeds up a little bit, because I don't want kids in my upstairs anymore. So, okay. Well, anyways, make sure you like and subscribe. Bye, guys.